What do we have here today?
Yeah. Look how excited he is.
Light wheels on him.
I'm the person of the week.
Malibu nights, there's stars in the sky, and one in the ride with me, yeah. Hands in the air with no police there, waving to the ocean from your view, yeah. American dream, what a perfect scene to capture it with me. Take it all in and see, staying in this moment, never leaving. Yeah, ironically driving, we're leaving. Yeah, no, I don't want to choose a destination. Let's just vibe. Got on a playlist that I'm hoping you like. That you like. No, there's no need for any inclinations. I'm just driving, confidently lost on the parkway, watching all the signs with me. Picking you up in the convertible, me you in the open road, stopping for no red lights, hitchhikes, none of those. Two lovers on the boulevard, traveling far across country, just me and my honey. No reception to reach us, we just on our own. Two lovers on the boulevard, yeah. Admire the sing it if you know it, yeah. Welcome to our humble abode, nigga. Yeah.
It's your boy, Johnny Kyng.
Aquil J,
Clutch Boogie, baby.
and this is
The WOES.
WOES.
From the speaker. Still working on it, but it's coming along.
Well, remember, it's gonna come through regardless.
Yeah,
So we're fine. That's just for us, so we can hear it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Bet.
saying? So we want to hear. We want to hear the turn up.
Shout out to us.
Shout out to us. Yeah. Facts.
Shout out to us. Shout out to.
We getting our shit together, y'all. That's
Shout out
what
to
it is.
Aquil. Shout out to Boogie. Shout out to Johnny. And shout out to in the cut. We got a day in the life right here. You can't see him, but he's here. You know?
Yeah. You know, chilling with the guys today. So,
Chilling with the Woadies.
You know what I'm
With the
saying?
Woadies.
Speaking of Woadies, man, we got something planned for y'all that's gonna be fucking great. But you know, just be patient and you'll see it soon. You know, it's the Woadies.
Okay. I know
Yeah,
right now.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, let's get right into it, right?
How y'all feeling though? You guys good?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm on a little diet right now. I found out that I gained 5 pounds, and it shows. It shows. So I don't like it.
You think it shows?
I think it shows. I definitely think it shows. So
Yeah.
I'm on a diet. I want to lose the 5 and then another 5.
The 5 and then some.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm on that. So maybe by next week you'll see me down, and then the week after that you'll see me down again. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed,
I was
motherfucker.
ready to snap.
Oh, we think it's
Oh.
snapping.
No, that's what I thought he was doing.
snap?
So
Hey, listen, you
I
know,
just be
you know
ready to
me,
follow
guys.
up.
I'm all about that self-improvement. So, my friend,
The Johnny Kyng
do
sabbatical.
your thing.
Please see episode 9 for growth, episode 8 on YouTube, episode 9
Yes.
for the podcast world. All right, that's just some weird shit. I
No,
don't
but
even
I'm
know.
proud of you for getting the numbers right.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Yeah, nah, I would have fucked it up. So
Yeah,
good
no, no.
job.
I
Well,
thought he was about to. I was a little
No,
nervous.
no. So, without further ado, what
Without,
we
without,
doing?
without. So what we got today? Ooh, actually, I didn't even tell you guys.
No.
Yeah. All right,
No
cool.
idea.
Are you
Yeah.
or do you want to be a slave to your success?
Mm.
As the bitches talk.
As
As the
the bitches
bitches
turn
talk.
up, y'all don't mind my dogs. You know, they just be happy. You know,
Facts. All right. Well, I mean, that's fire. Elaborate. And let's
Yeah.
get it going.
So
They're going crazy. As they.
they're about to go insane because I'm pretty sure
'Cause your mom?
she's home. So when
Shout
I say
out,
a slave
Lefty.
to your success, like, do you want to be or are you? I mean more so like, what does that mean to you? And what does that mean to you? And how do you think it applies to your life? You know, So, you could go first actually, because I feel like you could really kind of speak on it being in the position that you're in, because you're a whole ass fiance now. You know what I'm saying?
Do I want to be a slave to my success?
Do you want to be a slave? Are you, or do you want to be a slave to your success? Whatever those words mean to you, I guess just explain and let the people know.
So now that I am like a fiance and stuff, I feel like the rules, they do sort of change. Like when you get deeper into a relationship, I realize that you like, it's an understanding. I'm no longer, I didn't operate like that, but still, you know, it's not just me officially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have a family to really think about. Like I had a discussion, like I'm going, God's willing, gonna go to California next month for work. Right? I spoke to Selene about it, and I was like, you know, what would you do if I had to be out there for 2 weeks or something like that? And she was like, 2 weeks straight? I don't know. 2 weeks straight? I don't know. Hey, Letty.
Hey.
She was like, you know, 2 weeks is crazy to be away or whatever the case. Well, no, first I said a month. Month, she was like livid. To me, I'm like, well, that's my job, right?
Yeah.
It's my job. If I gotta be on the road, if I got shit to do, if that's what's gonna pay the bills, like
It's a month's worth of work.
you
to
gotta
do.
you know what I'm saying? Like
do,
I have to do it. But she was like, even the most famous people, you know, they have it, so they're not gonna be away from if they can help it, they're not gonna be away from their family for more than a month, for more than 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that. And it's, to a certain point, it's true. But because of this, I'm not an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a songwriter. So producers and everything like that, worst case, they could do everything from either the crib, people come to them, songwriters, they fly, they do what they got to do, and whatever the case is. I'm not talking about being on tour or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job. That's not my profession. So I understood it. But at the same time, it's like, all right, maybe I won't be away for a month. But you got to give me 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to give me 2 weeks. But I get it. Like, I'm not gonna, I don't think that's really a problem. You know what? I mean, do you guys feel like it's a problem if you're away for 2 weeks? I don't consider that me being like a slave to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the question is, are you or do you want to be? Because
if that makes me a slave,
a slave would take them off.
yeah,
A slave
Right.
would have, yeah, yo.
so I'm not a slave.
you'd be like, babe, listen, I love you. Obviously, you know I want a future with you, and
But
I
I
want
gotta
this
go.
to work. But I got to do this. You know what I'm saying?
There's a difference between doing what you got to do and being a slave about it, in my opinion.
No, yeah, I don't disagree. What
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying?
is
I'm
a
asking about the
slave.
extreme though, like that extreme.
Yeah, I think a slave would have been. It ain't no conversation. Hey, yo, they said I gotta go for a month. Shorty, I gotta go for a month.
Oh,
Yeah, like I think a slave to the success is whatever I have to
Whatever, it
do to
don't
get
matter.
successful and then stay successful and continue to be successful. Like they're doing whatever it takes.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a slave then, cause push come to shove. Like I know I just said what I just said. I know I just said what I said, but I guess now that I get the context of it, I guess I am a slave because that's my livelihood and that's our livelihood.
Yeah.
Especially for somebody that's on the come up, that's on the rise, that's making a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. If you got to be away for a month because you are knee deep in this next person's project and this project is going to fucking,
places.
you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. You got to do what you got to do, right?
Now, when you say slave, do you still mean like keeping your integrity? Like there's still things
That's
you
what
say no to.
Yeah.
But you just do whatever.
No. When I say a slave to your
That's
success,
what I thought it was.
I mean, like, not like you will do things that are uncomfortable for you or out of your realm of like, okay, no, not that.
Like it's
More so like, well, this is a question that, you know, I might as well just fucking ask it now or kind of get into it. It's more so like on a, like, missing important days,
Damn.
missing things that you know you should and kind of have to be there for, but you can't. I mean, you can, but you can't.
I've accepted the possibility of it.
Of missing.
I've
Missing
accepted
days,
it. I've accepted
and I'm
that.
talking about like, damn,
Yeah.
I really,
Yeah.
really needed you.
I've
I really
accepted
wanted
that.
you there.
I've accepted that. But full disclosure, now that I'm a fiance, now that shit is like real, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
Because like now it's like shit is getting real. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, it's like, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess that's why I'm so torn.
Yeah.
Because like 5 minutes ago, I was one way. Now 5 minutes, I'm
this
the
is
opposite.
newly engaged, Aquil J.
Yeah, like
very newly engaged.
I'm like right now, fellas, I'm going through a metamorphosis. Like I'm going through a transformation because I can't necessarily think for one. Y'all know
I
me.
was just about to say that.
Y'all
That's
know me
crazy.
more than like I know myself. Like y'all know I'm about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do whatever I gotta do to make it.
Yeah.
For my niggas, for me, like to make it and get to where I gotta go. I'm doing it. But this is my first real.
Within
You know
our
what I mean?
morals, for the record.
Yeah, within our
Do whatever we
Yeah,
do
yeah,
within our
exactly.
morals.
I mean, niggas know.
I know how to
Y'all know,
interlink
yeah,
it, so
y'all
that's
know.
a little tidbit for the
Yeah.
streets.
Yeah.
It's definitely like coming down to like when I say like important stuff, I mean like, oh, it's
Kids.
my birthday.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's
Your anniversary.
Yeah.
it's our anniversary. Like you're gonna have a songwriting camp in Jamaica for 2 weeks. It's on our anniversary. Did you forget about that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 You know what I'm saying? It's like
You gotta
that
think for
conversation.
yeah, bro.
But obviously, like you said, like you're new to it to the point where like you don't like. That's where our perspectives will differ immensely, and I'm sure Boogs as well, is because I don't have to think for two. I just think for myself. So it's not even like
A question.
it's not even a question. Like if it's something that I got to do, then I'm just gonna do it because I don't have to think about affecting somebody else in any kind of way.
Yeah.
You know, it's just all on me. You know.
7 minutes ago, if I sounded selfish, my bad. 4 minutes ago, if I sounded confused, I am.
My bad.
My bad. Like this shit is new. This shit is new.
yeah,
Like, yo,
yeah.
bro, a day. How many times did we have this same conversation? Like, yo, bro, they just gonna have to deal with it. But this was 2 years ago when we were knee deep in our TV shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you were right there. Like every day, we were just like, fuck it. We just gotta do what we gotta do. Now, you know what I'm saying?
The commitments are different.
Now commitments are different, but at the same time, 2 years ago, yeah, I was on the ascension, but like now I am even more on the ascension where I'm traveling elsewhere to do this shit. This is a new like this is uncharted territory for me. And I just got engaged. No fucking clue what I'm gonna do. No
and that's,
clue.
hey, bro, listen, honestly, that's okay. Because there's no blueprint on how to
That's
do
a
it.
fact.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You just got to figure it out as you go. Now, what about you?
I'm doing my shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, boy.
Mister, I went to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning, and now I'm just getting up at, what was it?
Like
10?
9.
9?
It was like
look at
9:20. Nigga killed the group chat like morning fellers, top of the top. I'm like, okay.
Nigga said, fuck this nigga.
Am I a slave to success? Based
Are you,
on-
do you want to be? Or do you want to be?
This is a great job.
You know why I don't want to be? Because I am afraid that success would never end if I don't put an end date on it. You know what I mean? Like, if I...
And we're gonna...
we're gonna
That
give
was
him
fire.
that.
That was
Yeah.
fire. That was
Like-
fire.
Yes.
Like, if I say, yo, I only want 5 mil, then when I get to 5 mil, maybe we could do more, maybe we could do less, whatever, but we cool. But if I say, yo, I just want to be a millionaire, what
There's
million
no
is
end
enough?
date.
There's
Yeah.
no
You
end game. There's
stop
no
at,
end date. You
yeah.
feel me? Like, I don't never want to be somebody where I'm at is not good enough to I don't want to say relax, but then it's like on the other hand, I don't want it to sound like I just take a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
You don't want
going
to sound
for-
complacent.
You feel me? Like, I don't want to be complacent, but I also never want to be someone who doesn't appreciate where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Because even the step that we are at now is better than we were at last year. Feel me? We were trying to figure this out, nigga. Even WOES season 1, my nigga, we did the first episode in the Ocean Blue studio.
Shouts
it was
out.
like, all right, how do we figure this out? You know what I'm saying? From that to this is a step up. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be sitting here thinking, all right, yo, I can't wait till we take this to the next level without appreciating the level that we at. Yeah,
what
you
is
feel me?
happening presently. Yeah.
And I feel like when you a slave to success, you never get to relish in the success as it's happening. You always looking for the next piece of success.
Next segue, but do you have to be
A slave?
Do you have to be a slave
To make
to
it?
your success to make it in the way that you want to make it?
I'm gonna answer this, but like as if I wasn't engaged. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna answer this like straight up, like what I feel niggas should move like. All right? Yes, absolutely. You have to do whatever you have to do. What you got to do to make a name for yourself. You got to do. You have to be out. You got to post up. You got to do whatever it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be the next Basquiat or whatever, like, you know, you can't be that if you're not showcasing your work or something like that. If you're not going to, shouts out to Sonny Skull, right? Sonny Skull, that nigga will go to all of these art shows and showcase his art. You know what I'm saying? But if he doesn't go, he's just gonna be a hood legend over here. You know what I'm saying? He's just going. That's it. But you have to go, and you have to breathe, eat, sleep, shit this shit, in order to really like put an imprint. Now, do you need to, you know, have an end date or whatever the case is? I don't necessarily think so.
Yeah, no,
You know, I don't necessarily think so. If you have one, cool. If you have one, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're addicted to the success, whatever, you're addicted to the success, or you're addicted to the drive, whatever you gotta do to motivate you to get to your point, you have to do it. In my opinion, you have to do it.
I agree.
Some sleepless nights, whatever the case is, you gotta do it.
The most addictive thing is anything that's like infinite, right? So anything that you can
Here this nigga
consistently
go.
get over and over and over again, right? So that's why, you know, people are addicted to alcohol, drugs.
Dropping knowledge. Here
Success is the exact
go.
same thing.
It's a drug.
It
It's
It
a
is the
drug.
exact same thing,
Here
bro,
we go.
because your brain gets so accustomed to giving you that blast of like dopamine whenever you really like you do it. You're just like, yo, I have to recreate that every single time, again and again and again. But then the crazy part is that the amount, you get used to the amount. So then that's what makes you need or feel like you need to take it to the next level. You know, so it's
fucking beautiful.
it's literally never
love it.
fucking ending. It's
love it.
never ending.
Love it.
Right.
Never ending. So it's like you kind of like can't escape it.
And that's
Fuck
You
why
can't escape it.
that's why I'm alright. So when you say missing anniversaries, missing dates, does that come to a certain extent? Like, is it like, hey yo, I'm missing shit, but just till I get to this level. Then when I get to that level, I won't.
No, because you're always going to go to another level.
I know, and
You're
that's
always gonna
that's
wanna
why
go
I'm
to another
saying
level.
that.
That's an
I
addict.
think-
That's that of an addict.
And it
Right,
happens
and I don't
in
wanna be
steps
that.
too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, imagine missing the birth of your child.
Yeah,
You can't imagine that right now,
yeah, no,
Nah.
yeah, no, couldn't imagine.
right? Okay. But imagine missing your mom's birthday. First.
Don't push, baby. Don't push. Wait till tomorrow.
About the song.
I can't do this. I can't.
Imagine missing your mom's birthday for a studio session.
I mean, all right, but
Can-
there's
can-
also
wait. Can you imagine that?
for a studio session. No, there's certain things like
What
you can.
studio?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, what studio session?
Wait,
like,
what studio?
I'm talking like
session? 'Cause
a studio
way-
set, like
I might have missed that.
a paid
a
A
paid
paid
session.
session?
Like,
Like Jay's in the studio, you're paid to be there.
I know it's a very general question, but I'm talking like a session session.
Oh, okay.
like
I didn't know
shit.
that's what you meant. Like, I thought you meant like a creative session. You ain't say fucking Jay-Z. I'm shaking your motherfucking hand at the studio. I'll
it's-
be there. What's up, mama? Love you, girl.
Hey nigga,
So you can imagine-
I'm missing
imagine.
this
Sounds good.
podcast.
You can you imagine that?
missing my mom's birthday
Yeah.
for Jay-Z studio session.
For
Did
a
you
studio session, bro. J. Cole studio session.
I'd miss this podcast for a Jay-Z studio session.
See?
Damn,
So
nigga.
that's your
That's
baseline
foul.
That's
right there.
That's
foul.
foul.
Hey, yo, he said that shit, but
Yeah.
he meant that shit? Why he said that shit?
right.
That's your baseline. At
Without
some
missing
point,
birthday?
it's gonna happen again. But then it's not gonna be your mom's birthday. It's gonna be, let's think of something a little bit more important than mom's birthday, which there's not many.
Wow.
There's not many.
Yeah.
No, there's not many. No, we could go to, let's say, your 10-year anniversary with your wife or something. Oh no, I'm sorry, your first anniversary with your wife. The first one. But this isn't just a studio session with Jay-Z. No. This is you literally molding his next project with him. Like molding it.
That's the anniversary gift, okay? She's gonna have to be okay.
All right, but at what point does your significant other or the other person in question matter? Like, come in their opinion. Like, what happens if they're? I also believe it has everything to do with how they feel about where you are or where you're going or where you're at, whether they respect it or not, whether they understand it or not. Like, you have to be with somebody who's really gonna understand it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or you're, like, mom is gonna understand that because
She's gonna have a crib.
she's gonna have
She's gonna
everything
have
that she
everything
could
she
ever
needs.
ask for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she's seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Wife, girlfriend, or whatever the case is, like, that's what's gonna separate your girlfriend from, like, yeah, she's the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, babe, I know that you're out there, so you could, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Whether they're pissed or not, they have to understand it. Now, the birth of your kid, come on, I'll miss it. No. And YouTube, podcast, birth of my kid. If I'm in the studio with fucking, I don't know, Hitmaker and whoever,
As you are now,
as I am now,
you will miss the birth of your kid.
I will not.
I mean, you will miss
I will
a
not
studio
miss-
session with the.
I will not, yes.
I'm not gonna say Hitmaker other. Let's say it's a room of your musical idols
yeah,
creating.
yeah.
You're missing that session.
I will miss it. Because that's law. That's law. But my anniversary, sorry, babe, I'm missing that. 5 years, missing it. 1 year, I'm missing it. I am, you know what I'm saying? I might get in trouble when I get home if she ever hears this, like, when she hears it. But, like, you know what I'm saying? My birth of my kid, I'm missing it. You know, I mean, I'm not missing it. Excuse me, I'm not missing it. 5th birthday, I'll miss it. I will. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Daddy's got to work.
Does it matter which kid it is?
Doesn't matter.
Like, what if
which
it's your 5th kid? You've been to all 4 before that.
of the birth?
Yeah.
Can't miss it. Baby, come on now.
Come on, man. We done been here full time. Man.
I was here every time. Give me one.
No, I wouldn't miss the birthday.
I'm not missing that, no matter what. You know what I'm
Bro, the
saying?
birth of my first son was the most beautiful thing ever, nigga. Like, nah.
You know I always
we don't
forget.
want that.
Chris, you have a child. This nigga got 2. Like, yo, how are your babies?
Yo,
wow.
dude, Oh my god, dude, that's fucking horrible. Of me,
wow.
Damn, bro.
Terrible. Because you know why? He was like, yo, me and Chris can relate. We don't got to think for nobody. I'm like, I have
Nigga said,
children.
yeah, I have children.
Damn, bro. He said, yeah, I have a whole sons.
Yeah.
Sonses.
No, they're good, though.
God bless, man.
They're good. I don't have to think for my baby mother, though, so it's lit.
Well,
That's not right.
on
Yes,
to the
I
next
do.
one.
Yes, I do.
She about to revoke your rights real quick.
That's why that won't be in the final episode.
That's what she, yeah,
Oh, we clipping that.
she said, don't come over. No, don't.
You can't see him tonight.
The timestamp.
Yeah, nigga looked at the
No, I'm
time.
trying to see if we should take a break anyway. It's like,
It's 24 minutes.
yeah, it's like 5 minutes. No, I mean, if we're going to break to come back.
Yeah, we can break to come
Yeah, let's
back.
do it.
All right, we'll be right back.
Wick.
This is still going.
This right here?
Hey, yo, this is brought to you in part by the good folks over at S&B Productions.
S&B Productions.
You dig?
And we're back. On your blood clotted doctorate. Sorry. Go
So
ahead.
yeah, getting back to the topic. So have y'all ever experienced any kind of repercussions from kind of being like that in some kind of way? And yeah, what's the tea?
What's the
What's the tea?
You have anything?
Repercussions. Yeah, Boogie
Nah,
started. Or if you guys want me to start, I can start it off.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't even answer the last question, so you
Yeah.
can start with this one.
Yeah.
He answered, but it was like a
Okay.
answer. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of
Didn't
those.
elaborate.
It's one of those.
It's
Yeah.
just pretty much. I remember when I was making my first project.
What was the name of that project?
Omega.
Ooh, Omega. Yo, Omega was a fire project, bro.
Omega.
It was just
It was
when
a
you
while
know.
ago.
No, it's not. It's not.
was-
It's not available.
It's not
on
available
any of
on streaming platforms.
But
only
while
on
I'm-
SoundCloud.
these. But while I'm away, available
on
on
the
all
other hand,
streaming
yes,
platforms.
it is available.
Oh,
Shameless
yeah.
plug. Shameless
Oh,
plug.
it is on your SoundCloud, right? You can promote your SoundCloud, bro.
Yeah, it's on my SoundCloud. It's on my SoundCloud, blo.
That's when you was on your daddy Yankee.
No.
No, that was when I was on my Fat Joe.
Yeah, that nigga was like 100 pounds heavier.
That was
bro.
when I was on my big pun.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But
Yo, facts, bro.
yeah, nah, like pretty much me and the guys, we were just in here grind. Cause that's when I had my studio like in my room, but like set up a little different way. I was living with my ex at the time, and it was just like every night we were just in here just working. But she didn't really like being in the room, and personally, like I just prefer to not have a significant other there while I'm creating music. I feel like it's a little distracting. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird, but that's just how I am. And it was just something that just started to build over and over like a couple months till it got to the point where she was just like, "Yo,
Your
listen,
ass."
something's got to change."
I'm joking.
She was
Either
like,
your
"Yo,
writing style or your beat production.
It's trash.
Something got to change.
Yeah.
your songwriting, trash. Your vocals, trash."
Oh my god, imagine.
I'm tight as fuck.
Yeah.
Me, I'm tight as fuck. Yeah, she was just really on some like, "Yo, something's got to change. Like I'm not with it anymore." I'm just like, well, I don't give a fuck. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I wasn't as understanding or as mature as I am now.
Talk
but
your shit.
It
Come on, brother.
definitely,
One time for growth.
it definitely.
One
caused-
time for
here we
growth.
go.
One time for growth.
But it definitely put a strain on our relationship for a while because of my unwillingness to compromise and how like late we were recording, how consistently and stuff like that. But I wanted to get my shit done, and that's just how I move. Like when I'm in the zone, nothing can take me out of the zone.
Johnny Kyng Reloaded 2021, huh?
Johnny Kyng re-up.
Re-up, sorry.
2021.
Damn.
Once the zone is entered, I can't exit until I exit. So
Sounds like an addict to me.
Sounds like an addict. to
Are
me.
you a slave to your fucking success, bro? Fucking.
when the time comes, yes.
Talk your shit, boy.
What do you mean when the time comes?
Yes, when the time comes. I have bouts, and this is just more of like a growth aspect or a mental aspect where I have bouts of just like, oh, like I'm gonna do this, and if it doesn't really work out in like a couple months, because I'm a patient guy, but
Right.
if it doesn't really work out a couple months, I get discouraged, and it's just like a plummet, and I'm in that plummet for a really long time, and then
Gotcha.
I get motivated again, or I get super into the zone, and I just it becomes like a drive. Shout out to that podcast that you sent that explained the difference between motivation and drive.
Mental, the mindset mentor.
There you go. But
The bitches approve.
it's not. Yeah, they do
Facts.
cosign. But yeah, that's just something that I've struggled with for God knows how long. But I can honestly say that this is the first time that I've really like gotten out of it, where just being consistent in just one aspect of my life has led to me being consistent in other aspects of my life, and now I'm transitioning it to it being about my music and not just me as like my self-improvement thing that sabbatical shit. So but yeah, that's my experience. It sucked, but it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Now I ain't gotta worry about that shit. So what about you guys?
Oh shit.
I ain't gotta worry about that
funny.
shit. So
You?
I do what I want.
Say the question again.
Repercussions of being about that life. Like, yo,
Oh,
sorry, boo. Yeah, that's it. That's the tag, bro. Sorry.
Hashtag sorry, boo.
Sorry, bro.
Hashtag sorry, boo.
Sorry, boo.
I could tell you on the other hand, hashtags. I could tell you of repercussions of not living that when I should have. I could tell you
Or family too.
opportunities I've missed because of the whole being a slave to success thing. Like I've early on, that's what I never wanted to be. I've always been the person like, nah, I'm not missing this for that. Like, I'm not missing the first. Like, I'll joke with you about the first kid. I'm not missing my first kid. I wouldn't have missed the anniversary at this time. Well, I'm thinking at this time. I wouldn't.
You missed an anniversary?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't.
And that's
but
the point.
Exactly. But I also missed one of
What could have happened.
And I don't even want to. I got to tell y'all off air. Like, I can't even.
Yeah.
Like, I missed these opportunities trying to be the right person in real life. You know what I mean? The right person for my people.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, in reality, I've had to learn that you can't pour from an empty cup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Talk your shit.
I got.
What's up? Can't pour from an empty
You know what
cup.
I'm saying? I'm learning that, like, if I care so much about making sure we're all good, okay, then I gotta go get good so I can make sure we're all good.
Talk your shit.
I can't make sure that you're good. Pause from under you. Pause. You know what I mean? Like if you are in a,
I'm sorry.
if you are in a,
It was the double pole.
Yeah,
For me.
it was.
because
I
I just knew where it was. Like if you are in a, let's say a slightly better, like,
If you are
elevated.
up under me. But pause.
Like, what is? I don't even know how to word this anymore because I don't know how to word it right now. Without y'all niggas being childish, I know how.
Remember, not saying nothing.
Because the next,
Please, just go. You're good. We're good. Watch, we're good. No trust, bro.
I don't have no trust because I don't even.
Zero.
We got you,
More
bro.
or less. If you are doing better in life, but I still want to, like, I still know. Like, let's say, for example, my shorty, right? All right, cool. Let's say I got laid off. I don't have a job. You have a job. You are doing better than me right now. You the one that has the job. But I know I'm still the one I got to go figure out the next step to make sure we good anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't figure that out unless I make sure I get myself good. Now, it might feel selfish if I'm not articulating it or communicating it the right way, but the goal is still to make sure everybody's good.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is always to pour from my cup.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is right now my cup is empty, so I'm pouring from an empty cup. I'm not doing much for you. I'm just feeling useless. Like the nigga, like I'm now the kid with the controller that's not plugged in,
Right.
but I feel like, oh, come on, I'm like,
You feel a part of it.
yeah, but you're not really doing shit. You're pouring from an empty cup. It's not progressing us. You know what I mean? So I've learned that for me, I have to be somewhat of a slave to the success till I get to what I feel is a comfortable end goal.
Yeah.
But then it's like when you get to that end goal, you're going to want to keep going for sure. I'm not opposed to wanting to keep going, but I'm opposed to the things that I sacrifice once I at least get to my end goal. You know what I mean? Like, let's say the goal is to make $5 million. Along the way, I had to miss every holiday. I had to miss it all till I got to $5 million. Once I got to $5 million, all right, cool. I do still want to get to $10 million now, but now there's a little less I'm willing to sacrifice. You know what I mean? For me personally, that's how I look at it. Like, I personally, I know.
You did all that for the $5 million, and now is when you're gonna have reservations. Like, oh, you know what? I'm not willing to do all that I had done already
for the next $5 million.
For the next $5 million.
Yeah, I think so. For me,
You twitching over there? You twitching over there?
Go ahead, because I want to hear what you got to say.
twitching
Nah,
over
he
there?
said you said hypnotic rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
here
I
you
did
go.
hear
Here
that.
he got. Ladies and
I don't
gentlemen,
know
a
what
day
that
in the
means,
life.
He'll allow him to elaborate.
That's why I kind of didn't go with it, because he's saying something. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. God damn. I was just saying hypnotic rhythm. Like, everything has hypnotic rhythm from positive to negative. If you walk on Fifth Ave, you're gonna see a certain hypnotic rhythm on Fifth Ave. The people who are walking, there's a certain beat to it. But if you go to the slums, or you go to 125th, right? Not saying that's the slums, but you go to 125th, there's culture. There's a whole different
vibe.
Yeah, it's a whole different hypnotic rhythm. And I feel like that has to do with state of mind, has to do with environment, you put yourself in that state of mind or environment to get to that 5 mil, it's gonna be very hard to get out that hypnotic rhythm.
Yeah, I agree.
So now you're gonna be a slave to that mind state, which in turn makes you a slave to that success.
I agree. I think that's why for me, I don't know what it's gonna be like when I get where I'm going, but I think that I'm trying to
have 5 million.
What I will say,
I'm trying to assert it early on. So
yeah, but you know what I will say, it's so normal. You see that this topic, there's a level of confusion. There is, you know what I'm saying? This one it's tugging at a lot of strings because, you know, we're living one way, we're aspiring to be another way. You know what I'm saying? Our hypnotic rhythm is going to be different because we're chasing a different lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're living a particular lifestyle. But now when you see the change, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're living a change. You know what I'm saying? We're comfortable with it and we see it. It's attainable, right? So you're going to change your rhythm because you're trying to match with the rhythm that you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? But it's very hard to, you know what I'm saying, to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're living a certain way. Yeah. That's your norm. That is your norm.
That is literally what the day was getting to when we went to the break for a little bit. That was his other definition of slave to success. You want to get into it? Go ahead, brother.
I guess I'll get into it. Pretty much, I was saying it's two sides to it, because when we originally asked the question, I'm like, all right, does it have to be my initial definition of slave to success is getting to a certain point and then having a certain level of success and then a little while after not having that level and now being a slave to maintain it, right? Like, all right, I'm successful, I have all the accolades, right. I have all the cars, the assets and all that stuff, right. But now my circumstances have changed and I don't have the resources or I barely have enough resources to maintain everything that I've accumulated. Right. Now I can't enjoy life because there's a certain level of slavery that comes with maintaining the success that I have. Like, right. you now work to pay your bills, or you now work to create or maintain that, like to maintain that level of excellence that you've accumulated over time. Right. But that's ultimately at the end game. That's the end game of what his initial point was like, all right, how much are you willing to sacrifice or to even get to that point? Right. So it's two different sides of the same coin that I feel. But I feel like that second side is necessary too, because, you know, it all has to do with a state of mind. It all has to do with your daily decisions, what you're willing to sacrifice, how easy a no is, whether it's at the beginning or more towards the end, because those are both lit points too.
You know, this life, I will also say that this life, this creative life, like the life that we all want to live, is really not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sacrifice that you're gonna have to make, or those decisions that you're gonna have to make, a lot of people would like fold under those like things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will fold. So it's like, are you really gonna be about that life? When do you really want to walk that way? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? You really want to do it, and that's music, that's art, that's real estate, that's mortgages, that's anything. You know what I'm saying? Law, the law.
You know, and it's because a lot of people don't realize you don't get a pause button.
No,
like,
once you turn it on,
it's on. We on go. Like, you literally can end up in the studio with somebody, big name somebody. You like, all right, cool. When this is over, I'm gonna go home, lay down. Nah, you don't go home. Them niggas is, we about to go to right quick. You coming? You and get there. We about to go to right quick. You coming?
That's their.
And that's the walk.
That's
their
rhythm.
There is no, when you get into the right stride of where you're going, there is no reset button. Or if there is, pause button. Like, there is no rest and relaxation. If there is, it's after like months of drooling.
There's certain laws to it. There's a law to it that we don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Once you get there maybe there is a pause.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a pause. I'm sure that there is a pause, but like, it's different from ours. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We could literally say, we live a different lifestyle right now. You never know. But for what?
Oh no, I was gonna ask a question, but continue.
Well, let me just say real
Yeah.
quick. To answer your question, with when I started doing the tail stuff, started doing like the TV shit. It went from one night, maybe a second night in the studio, to like 7 nights, back to back to back to back to back, from the hours of 6 to 2 in the morning, 6 to 3, 6 to 4. You know what I'm saying? And still working a job. You know what I'm saying? Me, Selene and I, we did not live together at this point. So there was a point where I literally did not see her for 2 weeks. Almost like I went away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't see her. I spoke to her every day, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. It put a strain on it because no matter, it was needed. Like I needed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I needed to be in that because that was the biggest opportunity that I had to date, right? So to that date. So I needed to make it happen. And it did create some form of friction, but Selene also understood, which is why it's like, you know, I appreciate that. You know, she understood it. She didn't like it per se, but like, all right, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? This was my dream, and this was becoming a reality, and she actually is accustomed to it. Like, well, you know what? He said he was coming home at 10. It's now 12:30, and it looks like he's not coming home. All right, you know what I mean? Maybe this is the life. So now when I pull shit like that, hey babe, you said that the session was over at 10 and it's 1:30. I'm gonna just go to sleep. Like she's like, all right, I'm just go to sleep.
Yeah.
We also live together now, so you know it's a little easier, I guess. But you know, I guess back then there was definitely some friction, but how you handle it afterwards, that also helps. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a lot of whining and dining. You know what I'm saying? But it was worth it. I had to do a lot of whining and dining, but it was worth it. But yeah, just wanted to say that.
Okay. No, yeah, that was the answer.
Yeah, I just wanted to answer the question. Yeah.
Bet.
But
I like that. So, honestly, I only have really one more thing to ask, but it's more so directed to you because you're the only person who's been through this. So remember, I asked him about like missing his mother's birthday or something like that, or having a studio session with Jay-Z or whatever it is. Having already had a child, you know, because we don't have those. You know what I mean? What do you think you would do at this particular moment right now where you have the opportunity of a lifetime to, especially coming from the point that you actually just made to my question, the repercussions. Yours wasn't a repercussion. It was a repercussion of not actually doing that. Exactly. So now that you also have that experience, you have had a child. You know what it feels like. Were you there for the birth of your son?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Nigga, I hope
So you there you go. Yeah.
in that thing.
So he was like, I was up in that motherfucker. I was like, I don't want to tell you. So the opportunity of a lifetime, man. I'm talking like you do this, your life changes forever. But it's happening, but you have to be there this time. If you're not there, it's not coming to you again.
Okay.
But your son is going to be born the exact same day. What are you doing? Because you understand the gravitude of childbirth. You were there for it. But you also understand missing out on an opportunity.
A big opportunity.
That could change your life.
Speaking honestly, honestly,
And no judgment too.
Yeah, no judgment. You know what I'm
no
saying? Just
judgment.
no Captain Crunch over here, bro.
Yeah.
No Captain Cool Chris
lie.
over here.
And
bro.
I can only
don't
say
want
this out loud because it was like
we don't want that.
when you said it, the first thing that popped into my head. But like as I sat here and thought, like with the last few seconds, like a mad different shit just went racing through my mind, rushing through my mind, and all of that shit. And I mean, to be very honest, bro, I'm so like spiritual when it comes to the craft that I'm one of those like if it's meant for me, it'll come to me type of people, right? So it's like I think I would miss the opportunity to witness my son being born because I would just have it instilled in me like, yo, all right, maybe that was my last big chance, but if it's for me, it'll spin back around for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like you can one day down the line create another way to get on. I can't see my son being born again. That happened. That was the one. It's done already. You know what I mean? Even if I have 8 other children, all 8 of them are gonna have an experience that I don't have with this one. You know what I mean? And I genuinely, that wouldn't sit right with me. Because then at that point, I would start getting excuse me, I would start getting into the self thinking of like, well, what are my morals and my, like, I would just start questioning
like,
my whole character.
Really are you?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's certain things like that where I feel like in order for me to maintain my sanity, I mean, other than it being just a special moment, yeah, I think I would go with I know for a fact I would go to my kid being born. Facts. Even knowing how bad it was that I missed it the first time, and even knowing how much I may regret missing it again, and it might be my last chance, I could live with that. If the reason was for my child's birth, I could live with that, for sure.
Well, I'm just gonna snap it up.
Ooh, my first thought though was like, nah, I'm out.
Normal.
But man, that was one hell of an answer. But yeah, I mean that's all I got.
I was nervous.
I'm all good.
I was so nervous. Like, yo, this is for Boogie. Like, oh,
This nigga was like,
I was like, what is he about to ask?
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Boogie, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah, bro.
Nah?
That was great.
All right.
I'm chilling.
There we go. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
My name is Johnny Kyng.
This is Aquil J.
Clutch Boogie, baby.
And we are
The
WOES.
Wait, can I do my sponsor thing?
Yeah, good.
This episode is sponsored in part by Allen Iverson and the Sixers.
You know the fucking
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes, boy. Come on, talk to me in a pleasant manner.
Address me in a polite
You
way.
know what I'm saying?
I
Stay
couldn't think
positive,
of one.
everybody.
I'm so tired I couldn't think of one.
TP.
I had them back to
No, we'll
back, and I
get
was
it. We'll
like,
get it.
All right.
That's why.
All right.
It's all right.
Yeah.